Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 3. I have done a couple of things that I probably should have done on camera, but I just got ahead of myself. So first off, I have fixed a lot of things. Don't worry about those guys. We imported, or I imported some more animations, and I'm gonna show you how. They're all free, by the way. So, I have fixed the dropping issue. As you can see, we've got the AK in my hands, and I'm also using a different animation, which is also I'm going to show you how to use. So I'm going to drop the AK all the way up here. There we go. Then I'm going to pick up the AR4, and I'm going to drop it all the way over here. Bam. So we can see the AK, we can see the AR4, and here's the pistol. Pistol's in my hand. When I drop it, everything's good. The AR4 is right there, the AK is right there. Now the issue was, I couldn't do the same check but with a different variable. And the variable being this guy. So I couldn't just have a equipped rifle variable and then the equipped pistol one. So I just got completely rid of the drop pistol and the pistol variable and just put them in the same one. But then I had another issue where if you try to pick up the pistol while holding another weapon, it would just pick them up both. So what I did is I just made another is holding check right here in the pickup pistol. Right here it just starts off by checking for holding a weapon on false, and you just copy the code from the rifle pickup. And then I just set the parent or the target to be the same variable. So it's basically just this, but pasted over with the is a holding weapon check. And I also have a crosshair, which I'm going to show you how to make. Um, what else? These animations are free. They're called... Okay, that won't work. Um, MCO mocaps basics. They're free. So you just want to import those. Sorry about that, but yeah, you just want to import those animations because we're gonna have a weaponless animation going, and we also um let's see so you want to open up a browser that you have. I'll just use my Chrome. You just want to search up Kovacs crosshair. That's how you spell it. And then you just want to go on to the first one, and then you can make crosshairs in this. You can change the width, the spacing, the length, the rotation, add a stroke to it, which can be really nice sometimes. Um, so I'm gonna actually remake mine. You can make it into circles, two lines, triangles. You can make it into whatever you want really. I'm just going to reset. Now I want a just crosshair. I want my width to be 2. My spacing is going to be very small. The length also very small. I'm going to add a -9, or sorry, -20 rotation. This could actually, there we go, -45, that looks good. You can see it here in the lights and concrete. Once you're done, you just want to click download crosshair, make a folder in the main, or you need two. One called UI and one called images, and then just drag it into here, and then you'll get it. I'm not sure why mine is like that, but yeah. In the UI folder, you want to right click, hover over user interface, and get a widget blueprint and name it to HUD. Inside, I'm gonna delete this. What you want to get right here, you want to get an image, resize it to about 25 on the Y and on the X. You could go all the way up to 40 or however big you want really. Then you want to click on this anchors, click on the middle one right here, reset these values by clicking on the triangle, or sorry, the arrow. Then you want to come down here to the image and find your crosshair. Here's mine. Oh, that's bad. Anyways, mine's 8 by 8, so it might look bad. So I'm just gonna size it to content so it stays to its true size. Then I want you to go back to the size and position, this alignment. Make sure both of them are 0.5. And that's it. So if I look at mine, I can see my crosshair. But for you, it won't be there. And the reason is because you need to display it. So in the event graph inside your player, we're going to, I'm going to restart with you guys. We're going to get an event begin play. So as soon as you play, you'll get it. You want to get a is valid. It should look like this. On is not valid, we're going to get a node called create widget, and that's going to create our HUD. Right here, select your HUD. From here, get the player controller. Right here, right click on this, promote it to a variable called ref or HUD. Now I already have one, so I'm going to delete this. Just set it right here. Once you've created this, we're going to drag out of it and add to viewport. So this is going to say, basically, right here you want to put in your HUD. So on event begin play, so once we play, it's going to check if the HUD has been created. If it's not created, then it's going to create it and add it to the screen. But if it is created, we're just going to tell it to add it to the screen or stay to the screen or whatever. And when we hit play, it should be there. Now the issue with this like opacity is because it needs to be in full screen. So if I hit full screen, which is F11 by the way, and then Alt P, you can see it's a little brighter and nicer. And same with the client. Once it's in full screen, it'll look normal. And then we have a crosshair. And these dudes are just chilling. I'm gonna hit F11 again to get out of this. There we go. Now what we need to do is make our animation blueprint because we can't be using the asset. I feel like it'll just be bad. So in our main, we're going to add a player folder. Inside we'll have a animation blend space. We're going to find our mannequin that comes from the animation starter pack. So to find it, you'll hover over it, and in the first bottom row, on the bottom like image, it should say slash game slash anim starter pack slash UE4 mannequin slash mesh. We just want that. We're gonna call this rifle underscore BS for blend space. Now we're gonna have a direction right here, which is gonna be negative 90 to 90. Our vertical is going to be our speed. So our minimum is going to stay at 0, and our maximum is going to be 600. And make sure you go to target weight interpolation and set that to 5. Because if we don't add any of this, the animations will kind of be janky and they'll like snap. And I'll show you what I mean if I go into the animation starter pack here. If I just take off this, and I hit play, as you can see, they're like snapping and janky. But if I add the interpolation again, they'll be smooth. Don't mind this like slow motion thing. I set it up wrong. Now I want you to keep in mind that the larger this number is, the slower it'll be. And if it's larger than a certain number, I don't know what number it is, it will just go back to how it was. So 2 to 5 is the best, in my opinion. But I usually just stick with 5. Anyways, back in here, we're going to get our rifle, idle, or it's actually called idle, rifle, iron sights. So it's like he's aiming, and we got a gun too. It's even better. I'm going to get our, let's just search iron sights. Let's see. So we want to get our walk forward and put it here. Walk left, put it right here. Right here, yeah, right there. The walk right will be right here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the idle down here and then have the walk here. Then we'll get the walk backward. And it's going to be right here next to the right and left. And at the bottom, it's just going to be idle animations. If I can find them. Idle, rifle. They're all going to be idle on the bottom. And then when we go when we're running, I want to get a jog. So it's going to go from walk to jogging. Do I have the, I got my right and left confused. My bad. Okay, and then we want our right. So there we go. If you got, oh, what is this? Wrong titles. Idle rifle. Here it is. There we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on the names so you can see the names of them. So these are backwards right here. Alright, I think that's enough time for you guys. Hopefully you can just pause the video. And then we're gonna use the weaponless animations now. Animation, blend space. Now, the weaponless are gonna have to use blend space 1D, which means it just won't have directions, like it won't strafe. It'll only go backwards, or idle, walk, and jog. We'll call this weaponless score BS. We'll call this one speed, and it's also going to be 600, and the weight is going to be 5. Then we want to find an idle from the mocaps, which we haven't retargeted. I forgot about that. So basically, you want to open up your mocap basics animations, go to animation, go to mobility pro, in place. We're just going to retarget all of these. So left click on this, shift, and then left click on this one to select them all. We're going to right click, retarget in assets, duplicate and retarget, and you should get the screen. Untick this box, and we're going to search up mannequin and find the one with the animation starter pack. From here, change this right here, go to main, player, and then make a folder called Weaponless. Click OK, and then retarget. Sorry about that. I'm having issues with my Unreal Engine. But so once you have retargeted the animations, it should be in our weaponless folder. There they are. We're just going to go into our weaponless dot or underscore BS. We're gonna get our idle. Now there's two idles in here: the stand relaxed idle, and then the crouch idle. Now obviously you just want the stand idle. I'm gonna add that all the way at 0 because we're not moving at a speed of 0. We're going to move all the way to the middle. Actually, let's add one more grid. So the walking speed is 240. I'm just gonna search walk, and we want the just the normal walk, and then the run. So it just goes like that. And there's also transitions, so you could do that. I might do one of these later on. I don't know. It's just a transition from idle to walk, and from walk to run, I think. And then there's one from run all the way down to idle, which I just showed you right here. So that's about it for now. You know what, let's also, if you did get the pistol starter pack that I showed you in the first episode, you can go ahead and retarget the animations. Again, I don't like encourage you to buy this. It's just an additional pack for the pistol animations, because the free animation weapon pack only comes with an idle animation for the pistol, and there's no fire animation either, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so you get a equip, an idle, and a reload. That's it for the pistol. But again, this is not needed. If you do want it, it's called the pistol starter pack, I think. Let me actually pull it up for you guys. Pistol. So there's the same dude who made these animations that I just showed you. He has a $45 pack that comes with a ton of animations for strafing, jumping, and everything. And you can see it right here. View all animations. They are in a sketch fab. So if we go to this, probably see it. Continue. And these are motion capture, so it's above or 120 and plus animations for pistol. So it's a lot of animations, but again, this is not needed. It is very expensive, but this is if you're going full out. What you really want is this one, the pistol starter. It's only $5. It comes with 20 animations. Really awesome. So I only bought it to show you guys. Not needed again. We're just gonna go to the animations and we're gonna grab all of these, but for now we're only grabbing the in place and the fire. We're gonna get these, duplicate the animation starter pack, change, main, player, pistol, okay, retarget. And for the in place, retarget, duplicate, hold and get that one, I think. Yes, change this, main, player, pistol, okay, retarget. And there are jumps too, so let's grab these. Retarget, there we go. We'll grab these, we do need these aim offsets later on, and we might tweak them. They're for aiming so that the player body actually moves with the camera. And, oh, didn't mean to do that. So, let's check if they're here. Yep, okay, we're good. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna check if there's a strafing implemented. I don't think so. So I'll just make a blend space 1D again. Here it is. Pistol underscore BS. I'm gonna get the speed 600. Add one more to the grid, and then 5. Then we're just gonna search pistol. We can grab the free idle pistol animation that comes with this. So I might use this one. I'm sorry about all these pauses. I'm really sick, so I just have to take some pauses here. But yeah, so we'll just use this pistol idle animation for now. Then we want lock. I'm not sure which one it is. It might be this one. It does say loop on it. I don't think there's run, run, run. So like jog? Oh, okay, yeah, there is. Okay, so we'll just jog, and we need this one. All right. So now we have all of our blend spaces ready. All we need to do is just make one more thing, which is a folder inside of uh, inside of our main folder. We need a folder called interfaces, and then inside we'll right click, hover over blueprints, and we need a blueprint interface, and we'll call this int underscore combat, or no, let's not do combat. Yeah, we'll do combat state. Inside we'll call this function state, and then we'll have a input called combat state. I spelled combat here wrong. There we go. And it's gonna be an integer. Now we can close this forever. We don't need it. And then go back to our player. And we're going to make a animation blueprint. This will hold our animations, and it'll make it so it plays them. So in here we're just gonna call this player anim underscore BP for blueprints. In here we're gonna add a state machine, and we're also gonna do a slot, default slot, so we can play montages, and I'll show you why we need those. But in here just call this loco, I guess, for locomotion. We're going to get our states ready, so we just want a state called idle slash walk. Inside, we'll get a blend poses by int, so blend them by integers. And then we need our pistol, rifle, and the weaponless blend spaces. So on 0, it'll be weaponless. On 1, it'll be pistol, and then right click, add blend pin, and then on 2, it's going to be our rifle. In here, we're going to get a isValid node. Then we're going to get our velocity, a vector length, and then we're going to right click on this, promote it to a variable called speed. And we want to also get the rotation, so get actor rotation. We're going to want to get a node called calculate direction, give it the velocity, right click on this, and then this would be our direction. We're going to also need a movement component, and then from this we need a is falling for the jumping, and then right click, promote the variable is falling, which we don't have any jumping animations for the weaponless state, but we will get those. And as you can see, when we compile, it starts playing our animation. And then we're going to click on class settings. Right here it says interfaces. We want to add the interface that we just made. So just int underscore combat state. And you'll see the state function right here. Just click, right click it, implement event, and then promote this to a variable called combat state. Then in the idle slash walk, we're going to give it the combat state, the speed, and the direction. Now inside the player, we're gonna go into our viewport, and in here, we're going to change our animation class to the player anim BP. And I also forgot to tell you, but I shifted my camera to the right. That's why the gun looks a little better. But that's all I did. And the drop rifle, once we give the collision back, we're going to call the states and make sure it says message and then set it to 0. And the rifle pickup, we want to do 2 because Um, oh, the target. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Got some kids in the background, but what we want to do is from the mesh, grab a get anim instance and then plug that into the target. Let's copy this over to the drop rifle. That's why it gave us this error. And again, I set this to 2 because in here it says 2 for the rifle. And then for the pickup, for the pistol pickup, we just want to get our states message and set it to 1. Paste this and then target. So right now we're just we're cool. Yeah, we got animations now. Um, I don't know how to feel about the camera. I'm gonna fix this in a second, but it's working, which is nice. I don't have an animation pack that will let us strafe in like the mocaps unless I buy like a $25 pack, I think. But you could just always retarget animations from Mixamo, which I've never done, but you could probably do it in. You could probably find a tutorial on YouTube anywhere. I might do a tutorial on it later, later on, but yeah. But let's try this. So for the pistol, it picks it up nicely. Yes, it's working. Let me actually do that really quick. Give it the socket, because I was supposed to do that a long time ago. Um, Preview animation, idle pistol. I want to hide this now, so just remove all attached assets. I'm gonna find the right hand again, add socket. I'll call this pistol position. Right click, add, search pistol, pistol B. Now we just have to move it into position. Let's also pause the animation. Now this will, like, you could see like the clipping, but we'll get to fix this later on. But yeah, so we got that working. My OBS is recording. I had a feeling it wasn't, but we're good. So that's good. Now in the pistol pickup, we just gotta give it the pistol position. And let's try that one more time and see how it goes. So let's pick up the pistol, and oh my god, that looks amazing. Yes. Let's see that. Oh yeah. How the rifle looks. Oh yes. And animations look really nice. So when we drop it, yeah, that works. Let's see this. Okay, animation changes. That guy can see it. Okay, what about this? Okay, it's working. Drop it. Oh yeah. So now we got animations working now, which is nice. I'm not gonna do jumping animations just yet, because I have to find jumping animations for the weaponless first, and then we'll do it. Which I might just retarget animations from the third person template, but we'll see. Um, and then we can delete these dudes, but I like them there. What else should we do today? Because this is all I had really. Just fix the drop problem, which I did, and I showed you how. Again, for the pistol pickup, make sure you have this check, and then just have the drop rifle, that's it, which I'm not gonna rename. Oh, and I also deleted that one function that we made that had the equipped weapon and the pistol variable. And this check equip we don't need anymore. Drop rifle, I'm gonna call this drop weapon. If it still works. Okay, that's working. That's working. That's working. Okay. I also want to make sure that this guy can pick up the pistol. Okay, yes. Now I'm going to show you why we need those montages. So if I go into the animation starter pack and I find a fire animation, see fire iron sights because that's the one that we're using. Create in a montage. And if I say if I left click, let's get our fire function. If I left click, we're just gonna play in a montage. And we'll just play this. As you can see, it is playing it. But if I do this, it's like kind of working. Let's change the play rate to 0.5, maybe it'll look a little better. I mean, what is, did that really just mess up the whole entire thing? Why? That was weird. Okay. Um, that was weird, but in the next episode, we'll try to add weapon shooting, and then we'll make sure that the body follows the camera. But before I go, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a new variable called camera weapon lock. I don't know what to call it, but make it a vector, compile it. Now here's my camera locations. Kind of weird. This is supposed to be -90. That's 90. It's kind of weird, but all I did was just shift it to the right, and that's it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this, only the location, go into our camera weapon location, and then paste it into here. And now I'm gonna make another one. This is gonna be called Weaponless Camera Weaponless Lock. I'm just gonna shift it back. So this needs to be 0. Copy, paste. So right now it's normal, it's centered. And then when we pick it up the weapon, let's make a function called switch camera lock. And I'm gonna add 2 of these. Okay, so right here this is gonna be called weapon, and then this is gonna be weaponless. We might have to finish this in the next episode, I'm not sure. We just want to sequence a branch. So if the weapon is ticked, so right here, if we grab this and we tick weapon true, then it'll change it. So on true, we'll grab the camera, get actor, or no, get world location, or no, we need to set it. So set world location. There we go. And it'll be camera weapon lock. On weaponless, grab these, and so that will be this. Let's test this out in the drop weapon. So on here, do weaponless, and then in the rifle pickup, we'll do weapon. Okay, so right now we're weaponless. I mean, something happened. I'm not sure how to feel about this. Let's see. I think it might be a different one. We do. Um. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, I don't think it'll work. We'll implement this once I test it out. So by the next episode, we probably will have it, but no promises. So I guess just keep those variables for now. I think I'm gonna add on this really quick. So here's how the weapon looks if it's like right here. It's centered. That's what it looks like. But if it's back here, that's like in your face. Like you're aiming almost. That's something I don't want to have. Unless we're aiming. And it's not even like centered, as you can see. Because if we look at the crosshair, this is centered. Maybe it's the camera, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it there. I don't think anyone will really notice. And as you can see, our animations are working with the running. So we're gonna really improve on this next episode. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And okay, I can't pick up the pistol. I'll see you next time.